Every day when you're walking down the street, and everybody that you meet has an original point of view.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and today we are doing a community-based Kingston health promotion about walking. So before we begin, let's all introduce ourselves and explain why we're here.
I'm Maddie, and I'm here to learn what walking means for my friend who uses a wheelchair.
I'm Samar, and I'm here to learn about my own health and the health of my own child.
I'm Calvin, and I'm here to learn more about walking as a rehabilitation process.
It really sounds like you guys have really great and diverse reasons to be here today. So the class is called Walking 101. And so basically we'll learn about all of the various health benefits that are associated with walking. And so what we're trying to get across is that walking is really for everyone. So it's really good to move your feet and get up on your feet and get your muscles working so you can get blood flow to those muscles. Yes?
Well, I actually don't agree with your definition of walking. My friend who's in a wheelchair, she considers herself to walk when she's in a manual or automatic wheelchair, and I think that your definition of walking with the ability to move your feet gives a false perception that able-bodied people are more self-sufficient, and that leads to social repression within individuals with disabilities. So they are not considered walkers, and they don't have the same opportunities because there's this cultural aversion ingrained in our society that forces this monologue as opposed to this dialogue.
Another benefit about this is that it increases your heartbeat and it increases your level of physical activity, and with that it increases lots of health benefits.
Walking isn't always the best alternative for myself or my young daughter. Crossing the street is very stressful for me. It worries me every time we cross the street, as child pedestrian deaths are very common in my neighborhood. And after a long day of work, I often have to walk with my daughter for an hour and a half just to make it home. It's exhausting and stressful for my daughter and I. She has a hard time walking for that long, and we have to take so many breaks. I would love to be able to take the bus instead, but it is a luxury that I can't always afford. Although the hazards and stresses of walking are prevalent, I don't have any other choice.
Circles, it's a very, very bad world.
Some other benefits are psychosocial benefits. And so it really helps when you're walking with a friend to kind of catch up with them and to sort of really socialize.
Walking is sometimes more of a burden to me than it is a form of rehabilitation. I love using my crutches. When I use my crutches, I can keep up with my friends and I'm not in pain. My mom often wants me to walk without them, but it feels like a chore. She thinks walking will help me physically and socially. She tells me that if I walk without my crutches, I'll be happier and I will fit in with the other kids. Sometimes I think the opposite is true, as I can no longer keep up with my friends, and although they're very nice about it, I think they get frustrated having to wait for me.
Session, the main point to take home is that walking is easy and for everyone.
As you can see, walking is not always the best option as a source of transportation and activity. It depends on the social context of the individual's experiences and the perspectives of physical activity. This is compounded by an individual's physical ability, socioeconomic status, and health. However, the benefits of walking should not be disregarded and need to be taken into consideration when promoting it as a tool for health in the social context of the individuals.